some of the things that I remember, like growing up, I was speaking to my grandma, like I was saying earlier, we still rely on like traditional medicine. Like yesterday, my grandma was telling me when she was a little kid, if she was to cut her knee or anything, they would use a spider web to heal it up. You know, that she wouldn't go to the doctor, they would
Mm-hmm.
use a spider web. And how that looks in today, though, you have a lot of people who want to go to the hospital because there's certain things, you know, that traditional medicine probably can't treat. So we look at it as like, how can we
Mm-hmm.
balance out the two? But some of our experiences haven't been so good. I know, I think Eric, you mentioned Harriet Washington's book, and I'm reading that book now, and MUSC is actually mentioned in that book, and that's one of the hospitals in my city. And there's even like I don't know if that's in every area, but I know even where I'm at, we have certain hospitals where we nickname the killer hospital because it's like, you know, if you go there, your chances of dying is high. And it's not like that for other races. And most of us, this kind of just a thing that we know of. So how we deal with it is we seek out traditional medicine, or we seek out somebody within the community. What some people call them root doctors, which I don't like saying because I feel like that leaves that like a negative stigma around it. But it's not anything negative. It's just really you using herbs and stuff from the earth to heal yourself, because you can't go to either the hospital or you can't find a doctor who knows going to treat you like an actual human being. But you do have it's some programs that are trying to bridge that gap. And I feel like one of the biggest pieces that's missing is like I'm an educator, so one of the things I feel like they're kind of overlapping. What they're trying to do is implement more culturally responsive um education within like all these systems. But I feel like what's missing is that nobody wants to name the issue. Like instead of like, yes, culturally responsible, call it what it is. It's anti-blackness. Because you can also have black people who are in the medical field who participate in anti-blackness like ideologies who are still like being harmful. So I feel like what it looks like to change those experiences is to meet people where they are. And just using like Jennifer, for example, when she came down here, you know, she like immersed herself into our culture. And that's huge for us because we're like a real tight knit community. One thing that we say down here, we call it a binya and a kamya. So a binya just means like you've been here. Like we know, like you born and raised within Galigishi culture. You from here. We know who you are. A kamya is like you came here. So you wasn't originally from here, and so that's just how we identify if the person is from here or not, and how we'll know, okay, like who are you? Are you a good spirit or not? That's just kind of how we operate because just of that generational trauma. I feel like of hospitals just saying that they're coming in to help, but then doing the complete opposite.